Alrighty, just a little bit of video of front of the bike. It's in pretty good nick. See up there. I just wanted to show you this one feature on it if you can, which is the good old magic mirrors. So they come off pretty easily and they push back into place really easily as well. I'll just have another go at that. Go off and back on. So they're called magic mirrors. Look them up, I'll put a link in the bottom for you. The big screen, that is a massive big screen with a vent. That vent's fantastic on hot days. On cold days, you just close it up. Okay, a bit of a look at the cockpit. I haven't got the key in, so can't see any of the brightness of it. But the Garmin XT, fantastic. Your vision's about like that, so you just have to tilt your head down a little bit so you don't miss out and seeing the rest of your cockpit. So it's in there. I've got a quad lock over here. Down here we've got a second little 12 volt outlet USB, so double USB there, should charge your phone or something like that. Around the back here we've got a bottle holder, and then a little extra thing that I've put on just down here, because we always have trouble with getting our gloves off to do things, and it's on one of those things that you pull out, so you can just see it pulling in and out on the string there. But it's a little stylus for doing your phone with. There's a couple of extra points that are available just there on this thing called a Spyder cuff. Okay, a bit of a look at the back. I've got a rack here. You can see I've just got some little bits of hose on there, which are rubber hose, just to stop from rattling. The reason that I have that is just over here I have these two crutches that I carry onto there. In the back here we've got the little thing for carrying bits and bobs in there, and I'll put a link on the thing to that as well. That's from Pierre, but it's basically a little caddy that sits in there so you can put little things into it, and away you go. Plenty of space in the back of it though. Okay, so here's the whole kit and caboodle there. You've got yourself the Freedom trailer, followed up by the bike at the front there. Just got a few things open at the moment, just airing it out a little bit. I just gave a little bit of a wipe over. So yeah, that's the bike and the Freedom trailer together. Freedom trailer's a great little bit of kit, plenty of room in it. I'm just going to wander over now and open up the Freedom trailer, just give you a look inside. So one quick pull, up she comes. So what I've got in there is actually carrying my wheelchair in there, which is one of the reasons I'm getting rid of it. It's just getting a little bit much for me because my mobility is a little bit ordinary. That's just the case for it. Got some little blankets in there that I use to just to protect things. At the moment the wheelchair is just sitting in there. Haven't wrapped it up too much because I've just put it in there to come back from a trip. Right, some of the other features it's got on it. You can see down here, got the Elka shocks. They're set up for my current weight and what I was also carrying, towing as well. Pretty simple to be adjusted, just find the right guy to do it. Down there, that little yellow thing you can see, that's the rabbit sway bar. So it's another one of those wonderful extras that's on it. Once again, there's a better view of your setup of your bottle and your mount for your phone. And then you've got the rest of the bike down here like that. As we come around the back here, hopefully the light comes in a bit. Yep, it does. And you can see I've got a classic tow bar on there. Now the reason I've got a classic is because I was advised to get one of those by the Spyder dealer, because I initially had a rack on the back which was carrying a wheelchair, and this one was much more forgiving on the thing being towed. So yeah, pretty good little tow bar those. What else have we got on here? Okay, so that's the front view. Hopefully that comes up okay. Never got too much light, but that's your trailer. You can see here that the red, that's the red that you'll see, that'll be the seats the whole way through. I've got a wool coverage that's on there. It's been on there the whole time. You notice it stays up nice and well. That's because I've put a new strut in there when I've got it brand new. You can see the bits that I sit on and the bits that get the sun. The bits that get the sun have started to fade really badly in the last 6 months, but yeah, that wool cover actually protects the seat really well. So that's one of the really good things. Some of the other stuff that I've got on. So I've got that little cargo net which is sticking up into this area up here. So cargo net, which you can up in there. I usually carry a little jumper with me because you never know when it's going to get cool. But I've also got cargo nets in each of the little side things here, so that when you've got your side down, it doesn't take up too much room. So that's on both sides and in that back there. So a 3 cargo set for helping you to carry extra gear, and that hopefully gives you a little bit better view of the caddy down there with a bit of lighting behind it. Okay, so this is in the front. What do we call it? The front trunk or frunk. So I've just got my gloves sitting in there at the moment, so I pull those out. And that helmet that's there, that's an XL helmet, and I normally have a little communications unit on the side, and still down at the bottom that's just the cover for the helmet, etc. And you can see that little wire hanging out with the orange on it. That's actually where I can connect up both my C-Tech charger, which is really good for when you're sitting in winter, and also I can connect off that. I can connect a inflator pump for a tyre should I need so. So that's your frunk, and that helmet goes beautifully down in there. So when you stop, stick your helmet down, stick your gloves in, close the lid, there you go, helmet's locked away. It's a really good thing when you're stopped somewhere, especially on a rainy day. I should point out this this backrest here. That's a standard backrest from BRP, so it's a Spyder backrest with lovely red Italian leather, the same as what that is there. $800 by itself when I bought that brand new, bit of a shock. Coming further down the system here, we can see just down here, now these are your footrest, so that when you've got your foot on the plate, if it's not long enough, sit your foot up on these on the highway. Fantastic for cruising, nice and solid. Once again, I'll put a link to those in the description. I almost forgot these little suckers. So right here we've got some little plastic wings that are there. Now these are an aftermarket, but they're actually a BRP product, and they clip back 1 and then 2. And what they do is they direct air onto you. So that one there will direct air onto you and your pillion should you want to. On those really hot days, that directs air onto you. And on the cold days, stick him like that, and she's good to go. Now you can adjust those on the fly, so they are really fantastic. And I've ridden in 36 degrees with those and just brushed the air on it, and they direct air onto you absolutely beautifully. They don't rattle, don't do anything else. And I've actually got the originals there should you wish to put the originals back on and not keep those ones. Okay, last thing is this bit of metal rod you can see going down there into that bit of metal there. Now that's one of Pierre's little inventions. I like to have it at that hole there so that it opens it right up so I can get into it. But because I've got the rack on top, when I put my crutches on, the little strut which is down in there simply just won't hold it. No matter even if you put 2 on, 1 on that side, which it costs you a mozza, that's a much better option of doing it with that, and I'll put a link in the bottom down there for that as well. Alrighty, so I've got the light on now so I can see this caddy. So that takes you pretty deep down inside. You can see the caddy there. I've got a glass one there that I use for just doing the helmet. You've got your nice little 12 volt one just down in there for running a 12 volt out of there. Usually I charge my camera batteries with that. And as you can see the caddy there, it's actually got the bits and bobs for the trailer in there. That's actually holds you a little bit on your trailer. A neck scarf because you never know. Some cables. You've got yourself a chamois, which I use to clean the visor most likely. A couple extra sets of gloves, but that thing goes pretty damn deep down in there with what we've got.